I think I don't need to introduce this guy to you. You are already familiar with him. So now let's talk about how he became so popular. What is the reason for all this success? Bear Grylls was bullied in his school. I don't know why, but he was consistently bullied by other guys. So he wanted to end all this drama. He didn't like someone making fun of him. And of course, he was mentally strong. He didn't want to tolerate these things. Right from his childhood, he learned how to surface. He learned how to handle tough situations, how to deal with them. Bear got a black belt in karate. And guess what? No one could bother to tease him ever again. Bear Grylls served in Special Forces called SAS in 1994. It was not easy. He was a civilian competing with army people. There were 180 people, out of which 4 were chosen only. So this clearly tells the story that how difficult it is to be selected in this force. When he was asked about what qualities were required to be selected, this was his reply. It almost means everything. This required everything, even if you are missing one quality, you can't get it. That's it. One day, when they were on their routine jump, I mean they had to jump from a helicopter. It was their general routine. But something bad happened. The parachute of Bear didn't open. So he fell from 16,000 feet above the ground and fell on his back. It was magic, a miracle, whatever you call it. But it was not normal. How come he didn't die? He himself said, I should have died. The dream of Bear Grylls was to climb Mount Everest. That's the biggest in the world, probably. But something happened that he couldn't even walk. When he fell on the ground, his back was broken in 3 different places. If ever your doctor told you you are not going to walk again, how would be that? Would you still believe that you are going to walk? Because after all, a doctor is an expert. He knows things that you don't know. So you have to admit what he says. Yeah, but that's not the case with Bear Grylls. He didn't believe what his doc said. Instead, he kept his belief in himself and never let it go. When he was discharged from the hospital, around 13 months later, then he started preparing for Mount Everest. After such a strong injury, he was still able to follow his dream. He didn't want to give up, no matter what. It took Bear Grylls 4 months to prepare for Mount Everest. He would wake up at 5 a.m., then go to the mountains, and then practice there. Bear Grylls became the youngest to climb Mount Everest in Britain. He got his dream, and now he was a real success story. After this, he was called to the Discovery Channel for Man vs. Wild, and then he climbed the ladder of success in a nutshell.